We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Just about set to go now in the snowy Meadowlands. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Again to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On 2nd and 9. Stafford to the right side and complete to Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Henry. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
And as the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Henry again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now Jones. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Go. Oh,
3 yards
go.
on that last
All
carry.
due respect, I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Back to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here.
Can you mute your mic for me, cuz? I ain't trying to be, you know.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll get it down on the play.
Hey, man, damn.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This is Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. This complete to Lockett. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw, Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. That's complete left side to Shepard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Third and long. It's Stafford. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Here's Jones throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Justin Madubuike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. From the gun, Jones. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. A toss left. Henry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. A first down carry for Henry. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. And when you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Stafford now to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones, flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's got room, and they can't bring him down. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Lockett. 7 yards to pick up there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Stafford on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Touchdown, Giants. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
And to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Fan.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw is Jones. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Jones. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Jones, and the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Williams now on the return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown